I remember that when I was just 8 years old, we were having our geography class. And when I was 8 years old, I didn't have the best time of my life. You see, my grades were going down, my mental health was shit, and my parents used to shout at me all the time because of my bad grades. And also, the head teacher that I had at that time wasn't really supportive of me. She shouted at me, she bullied me, she constantly was asking me all types of questions because she knew that I was not paying attention like half of the time. But not because I didn't want to pay attention, but it was because she just made the class so boring all the time. But anyways, around that time this story takes place. My geography grades were on a decline for the past like several months, and so this was my last shot to prevent me from having a B on my report card, to get me that nice and juicy A so that my parents would say that I'm smart. And man, I studied for at least 3 hours straight for that one singular exam. And when the day to take the test actually arrived and I took the test, bro, it was so easy. Like, I felt so confident in myself that I was gonna ace this one without any effort at all. And so I write down all of my answers, I answer all of those questions, and to make a long story short, I get fucked over. The exam ended up being a failure. I didn't get an F, but I got a C. So that meant that I got an B on my report card. And bro, when I got the results, man, the anger that flowed through my body at that second, all the frustrations, the anger, the madness, it actually got to me. Now granted, I was like 8 years old back then, so my emotional control wasn't as good as now, but still, I have worked so fucking hard to ace this fucking exam, and yet I still failed it. My parents would still yell at me, even though they saw how much effort I put into it. Unacceptable. And so I grabbed the paper of the exam with both of my hands, and out of all of the anger that has been building inside of me for the past like 6 months, it was all unleashed in a few milliseconds. Because I actually tore the paper apart, but not like the whole thing. I probably got like 10% of the way to actually tearing it all the way apart. And bro, every single one of my classmates took this to their advantage to capitalize on my destroying reputation. Because by that point, I have been known as the really nice kid who studies a lot to get good grades. And bro, whenever you have one of these mess ups, and you remember them too, everyone who is beneath you tries to capitalize on it. And so, just not even a microsecond after that happened, after that slip up, one of my female classmates instantly yelled at the teacher, the same teacher that has been bullying me for the past 2 years. And that teacher ended up shouting at me. She was like, "Hey TR, what the fuck are you doing? I am supposed to give these exam papers to the principal. How the hell do you expect me to give it to them now?" And in my mind, I was just thinking about, do I really want to live like this? I don't. The education system isn't worth it for me to be in. And so that right there implanted a seed into my head. A seed that was slowly but surely getting watered by all of the anger, the frustrations, the madness that the education system has been putting on me until I was like 16 years old. That's when I truly put my foot down and started to improve myself. And you know, now that I'm on self-improvement and on the path of becoming the best version of myself, which is the same path that you are on right now with us, I realized one single thing. The only reason why I cared so much about that exam was because it was my only enjoyment from life. I had no other activities, no other hobbies, no other purposeful activity that would fulfill me apart from me getting good grades at school. You get what I'm saying? And so, the problem to solve your anger issues is to simply find something more fulfilling, something more important in life that when compared to that one thing that has made you angry, looks pathetically weak. And so in this video, we will go over how you can use Stoicism to your advantage to control your anger, how you can improve yourself on self-improvement so that you have more important stuff to do and other activities that will give you a path to success instead of the education system, for example. So what is Stoicism? Stoicism is the skill of controlling your emotions, because you know that when the next time something bad happens to you, like a mistake, like a traumatic experience, or an awkward moment in public, you already know how to handle that situation and solve it. Stoicism is a skill, meaning that you can level it up like a skill in a video game. You know how you'll have the farming skill, for example, where you go harvest the crops and then you slowly become a farmer level 50 or stuff like that. You know, you like create a garden full of pumpkins that gives you so much farming XP that you get to the max level in no time. Well, this is exactly how Stoicism works as well. Instead of the pumpkins, you have these mistakes, these awkward moments and traumatic experiences that has happened to you in the past. But instead of you trying to fight those mistakes and trying to act like they never happened, the way to level up from them is to find a valuable lesson that you can take away from them. The way you get a higher farming level is by harvesting pumpkins, and the best way to level up your Stoicism skill is to harvest the knowledge from those mistakes, those traumatic experiences, and those awkward moments, and then figuring out ways of how you can prevent them, or even if they do happen, handle them better in the future. And here's the beauty: you can level up your Stoicism skill in no time, because you see, when you're a level 10 Stoic, like for example, you can handle a situation where you forget your water bottle at home, let's say, and suddenly you fart in class and everyone laughs at it. But you slowly get your stuff together because you get a valuable lesson. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have those beans with the bread for my breakfast. And so you get some Stoicism XP from that. And so you harvest those little everyday temptations to your advantage to grow. And suddenly you're a level 11 Stoic. Oh, let's go, you're suddenly a level 12 Stoic. And you slowly level up in no time. And here's where the beauty of Stoicism comes in. Because let's say that you suddenly get hit by a level 40 Stoic situation. Like for example, you break a leg and you can't walk for like 2 months straight. Well, suddenly after those 2 months of being through so much anger, stress, frustrations, madness, anger, you're gonna level up your Stoicism skill. Suddenly you'll be a level 40 Stoic, because in those 2 months of bad times, you can think about the powerful life lesson that you can get from this unfortunate situation, so that the next time it happens, you can at least try to slightly prevent it. And plus, it won't be as painful anymore, because you have already went through it. Like for example, in the story that I told you in the beginning, I was like a level 5 Stoic, and I got hit with a level 15 Stoic situation. I don't know the exact numbers, but you get what I'm trying to say. And suddenly, after all of that anger lashed out and I calmed down, I suddenly became a level 15 Stoic. So it is totally up to you now. The next time you get one of these temptations, one of these tests from life, they can either make you or break you. It is up to you if you will just stand there like a bitch trying to cry like you've been doing for the past 15 years of your life, or if you can get up and actually think about your actions and what does this mean to you, what kind of valuable lesson can you get away from it, and how can you prevent it in the future. But of course, just leveling up your Stoicism skill won't be enough. You actually have to improve your life so that they don't happen in the future. Because let me be totally fucking honest with you, you stupid little maggot. Like 60% of the temptations that you get every single day is a result of you being a low value man. So you need to get on to self-improvement. You have to improve ASAP. What are you doing? You actually want to be like the pathetic 99% of people, who just say, "Oh, I'm gonna enjoy my teens and my early 20s. Oh, why are you trying to improve? Just stay chained to the walls. Just stay chained to the walls of the system. Don't break free. What is out there? Just go out partying every single day. Just play video games for 1 hour every single day. We live this life only once, so why should you even try? Do you want to be like those pathetic people? Or do you want to be like us in our clan, who are improving ourselves to get a better life every single day? The reason why you're so stressed in school is because you don't study as much all the time. And now granted, I do study now for like 30 minutes per day, but that's because I've been putting in the work for the past 10 months to improve my mental health. And now I can get to study for 30 minutes per day because it is the most efficient amount of time that I can spend on studying without me feeling burnt out. But you need to put in the work. You have to get onto self-improvement. The reason why you're so anxious in front of girls is because you have nothing going for yourself in life. You have no purposeful activity that you can dedicate your life to. You have no self-esteem, no self-respect, no confidence, and yet you still wonder why you talk like a like a 10-year-old scared boy who just ran a marathon. Oh, it's okay, I'll just scroll on YouTube Shorts for 10 hours every single day. That's fine. I have no ambitions in life. I don't want to be an entrepreneur. Bro, your mother is literally breaking her back. And yet you still wonder. And yet you still wonder. You still fucking wonder. You're still angry about her yelling at you for the 1000th time? You get to see what she is like every single day when she comes home from work. She is literally developing cancer cells in her brain right now as talking. So it is up to you, bro. You can use all of your past mistakes that you've been gathering for the past 15 years and you can use them to your advantage so that you can build a brighter future for yourself. Or you can go click off this video because this guy has been yelling at me. What do you mean self-improvement? What do you mean mental health? I don't need those things. My parents are already rich, so I can spend 10 hours every single day scrolling on TikTok and I'll get successful anyway. But the fact that I have crippling depression, that means nothing. Where I can just eat some sugary bullshit that has chemicals that I can't even pronounce in their ingredients list. Let's go! Are you still with me? Good. Because now, the 90% of pathetic people have clicked off. And if you're still watching this video, then congratulations to you. Me being silent for 5 seconds literally made 90% of people who are watching this video originally click off. Congratulations, you're part of the 2% who actually want to do something with their lives. And so congratulations to you. You honestly have my respect. And I think that you'll be a powerful asset to our clan, our powerful Discord server, where you can connect with me and other like-minded men, just like yourself, who want to improve themselves every single day. And so with that being said, let's go to the self-improvement part of this video, the part that you've been eagerly waiting for. So to make a long story short, to not overcomplicate this vast genre, self-improvement is simply the act of getting closer to the 3 big desires that every single man has. These 3 big desires are health, wealth, and relationships. Health is basically improving your mental health, like I already said, but your physical health also, meaning that fitness and all of that good stuff. Then there's wealth, achieving financial, location, and time freedom. And lastly, there are relationships, basically becoming a high value man so that you get the respect from other high value men also, so that you can have a wonderful existence with them. These people are gonna be like your brothers, who you can literally cry on their shoulders when you're going through the worst periods of your life. And they'll do the same with you also. But relationships also includes finding your future wife, the 10 out of 10 beautiful godly woman that you can think about. These are the powerful desires that we on self-improvement are desiring. We want to achieve them, and so we work every single day like slaves to get them. And so by far the most efficient way to get ahead of 99% of men on self-improvement is to find your purpose and align it to these big, powerful desires. Your purpose in life is your authentic flow state activity. It is something that you're naturally better at than 99% of people that you know. Basically, for me, it is learning and then teaching it to other people, like I'm doing it on this YouTube channel. Like ever since I was little, my mom used to tell me that I was destined to become a teacher. And she was right, because you see, when I'm teaching you something, I'm in a total flow state. I have no thoughts in my mind, and I'm just purely mindful, because I'm explaining it to you, and I want you to understand it in the best way possible. And so you can use this powerful, purposeful activity that is fulfilling you, that is making you happy, and you can use it as a source of motivation to start going to the gym, to start doing the good habits to improve your mental health and your physical health also. You can use this powerful flow state activity to align it to your purpose. Like for example, you can see it right here in front of you. For me it is teaching, and so I'm aligning it to this YouTube channel. And you can just look at the consistency that I've been doing for the past few months. Like I have uploaded a video every single day for like the past 40 days or something. I don't know when this video will come out. And suddenly with relationships, it's just obvious. You can use this powerful flow state activity to start conversations with people around you so that you have actually something new to talk about with them. And plus, you can actually go to these different clubs and to these micro online communities where you can meet new people that have the same purpose as you, that love doing the same things as you. So yeah, you definitely need to find your purpose in life. I have already made a couple of videos on purpose in the past, so I'm not gonna go way too deep into this. So you can just look through the channel and try to find them. If you're really the high value man, the action taker that I know that you are, the man on self-improvement that is destined for success. But this purposeful activity alone and stoicism won't help you to achieve all of those three desires. You also need the help of these powerful healthy habits that you have to start doing every single day when you wake up. And these good habits are exercising, journaling, meditation, adventuring, and gratitude journaling. So I do recommend you look into those as well. They will tremendously improve your mental and physical health. And you know how important mental health is. Without it, you can't get anywhere. When you combine all of these three factors together, the stoicism, the purpose, and the healthy habits, it will create an unstoppable combination that the next time you fail a test, for example, a math test, it won't bother you as much, because right now you're on a path to greatness. You have something more important in life, something that makes you more fulfilled, something that you're more confident in. You have a second option if you don't succeed in the education system. And that's what managing anger is. It is to know that you have a second option that you can rely on when you do eventually fail at something. Because let me tell you, if you spend 1 year building a successful business that will bring you financial, location and time freedom, and that will be infinitely times more fulfilling than the middle school that you attend right now, do you think that it will bother you as much when you don't get accepted to a high school? Of course not, because you'll already have financial, location and time freedom. So you can literally say, kiss my ass to the education system. Now of course it will be a disappointment, but it will bother you way less. And that's how you can manage your anger, my friend. I hope you found value from this video. You can comment on which part of the video you liked the most, and I will respect you even more, because I'll see that you're an action taker and that you actually got something from this video, apart from shallowly, scrolling on social media and coping that you're being productive. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you